What's something people don't know about the journey from hunter-gatherers to farmers? Imagine a time thousands of years ago when our ancestors roamed the earth as nomads. They were hunters, tracking animals through dense forests and across vast plains. They were gatherers, foraging for wild plants and grains, always in tune with the rhythms of nature. This way of life was both a blessing and a curse. It provided sustenance, but it was fraught with uncertainty. The weather could change, animals could migrate, and plants could fail to grow. Every day was a quest for survival. Around the campfire, stories were shared, and knowledge was passed down. They learned to read the land, to understand the seasons, and to adapt to the ever-changing environment. Then, around 10,000 BC, a remarkable transformation began. In various corners of the world, humans started to experiment with cultivating crops and domesticating animals. This wasn't an overnight change. It was a gradual shift, a slow revolution that unfolded over generations. People began to plant seeds and tend to their growth, learning from each success and failure. This marked the dawn of agriculture. Farming offered a more reliable food source, reducing the uncertainty that had defined the hunter-gatherer lifestyle. With farming, humans could produce surplus food. They could store it for future use, ensuring they had enough to eat even in times of scarcity. This shift was a learning process. Over time, they experimented with different plants and animals, selecting those that thrived best. They observed the growth patterns, the cycles of nature, and began to understand the principles of cultivation. They discovered the art of saving and planting seeds. This knowledge was revolutionary, allowing them to plan for the future and ensure a steady food supply. This wisdom was passed down through generations. Elders taught the young, ensuring that the skills and knowledge of farming were preserved and refined. The development of agriculture led to the birth of settled societies. People began to build communities around their farms, leading to the establishment of villages. No longer needing to wander for food, they built permanent homes. Villages grew, becoming centers of social, economic, and cultural life. This stability allowed for population growth. With a reliable food source, families could grow larger, and communities could expand. The advancements in agriculture laid the foundation for civilizations to emerge. These early farming practices were the building blocks for the complex societies that would shape the course of human history. I bet you didn't know how early farmers transformed vast, untamed lands into productive fields. Imagine a time when they stood at the edge of these lands, facing countless challenges. But their determination to adapt and make the land productive was unwavering. With grit and perseverance, they cleared the land, removing rocks, trees, and other obstacles that stood in their way. Their tools were simple, often crafted from wood or stone, yet they were the key to preparing the soil for planting. Innovation was their lifeline. These early farmers constantly experimented, seeking new methods and tools to improve their chances of survival. One of their earliest inventions was the digging stick, a simple yet effective tool that helped break up the soil. With this pointed stick, they could break up the soil, making it easier to plant seeds. This innovation allowed them to plant seeds more efficiently. As time went on, the hoe emerged, offering even greater efficiency. The hoe was a game changer, providing better aeration and weed control, which were crucial for healthy crops. But tools were only part of the story. These early farmers also learned the importance of selecting the right seeds. They observed which plants thrived best in their environment, noting those that grew bigger and stronger. By saving seeds from the best plants, they ensured that the next generation of crops would be even better. This practice of selective breeding led to improved crops over time, increasing their yield and resilience. Water was another critical factor. Early irrigation techniques emerged as farmers realized the importance of a consistent water supply. They dug channels to direct water to their fields, ensuring their crops received enough moisture. This innovation provided a reliable water source, increasing crop yields and allowing for more consistent harvests. These early innovations were the building blocks of agriculture. They laid the foundation for future advancements. From these humble beginnings, more advanced farming practices evolved, leading to the sophisticated agricultural systems we benefit from today. I bet you didn't know how ancient innovations like the plow and irrigation systems revolutionized farming. Once upon a time, as farming societies began to flourish, their hunger for more food grew insatiable. This relentless demand drove communities to the brink of innovation, pushing them to discover new ways to maximize their agricultural bounty. Farmers, eager to cultivate vast expanses of land, embarked on a journey of experimentation. They tried various techniques and tools, each one a step towards greater efficiency and productivity. The simple hand tools of yore were no longer enough. The expanding fields and the ever-growing needs of their communities demanded more sophisticated instruments. And then, two groundbreaking inventions emerged from the annals of history: the plow and irrigation systems. These marvels of ingenuity transformed the very essence of farming and land management. Around 4000 BC, the plow made its grand debut. This revolutionary tool allowed farmers to break up the soil with unprecedented ease, paving the way for more efficient planting. Harnessed to animals, the plow enabled farmers to till the soil more deeply and efficiently. This meant that larger tracts of land could be farmed with less human toil. The result? Better aeration and water penetration, leading to significantly higher crop yields. The improved soil conditions were perfect for nurturing a diverse array of crops. Meanwhile, large-scale irrigation systems began to take shape. These systems were vital for managing water resources, ensuring that crops received the moisture they so desperately needed. In the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China, civilizations constructed intricate canals and ditches. These engineering feats were designed to control and distribute water with remarkable efficiency. These systems diverted water from rivers to the fields, transforming arid lands into fertile grounds ripe for agriculture. This innovation allowed for year-round farming in some regions. Farmers could now grow multiple crops throughout the year, ensuring a stable and abundant food supply. The combined power of the plow and irrigation systems led to a surge in food production. This surplus of food was a cornerstone in the rise of more complex societies. Populations swelled and cities began to rise. With more food available, communities expanded, evolving into bustling urban centers. The abundance of food also allowed some individuals to pursue other crafts. Society grew more complex, with people honing new skills and trades, leading to advancements across various fields. Why are there not more people talking about the incredible transformation of farming during the Industrial Revolution? Once upon a time, in the 18th century, the world of farming was on the brink of a monumental transformation. The Industrial Revolution had begun. With the advent of machines, the days of backbreaking manual labor were numbered. These machines brought with them a new era of efficiency and productivity, changing the face of agriculture forever. One of the most significant inventions of this time was the seed drill. This ingenious device allowed farmers to plant seeds at precise depths, ensuring uniform growth. The result? Reduced waste and bountiful yields. Then came the mechanical reaper in the 19th century, a true game-changer. This marvel of engineering sped up the harvesting process, making it faster and more efficient. But the revolution didn't stop there. New transportation systems emerged. Railroads and steamships began to transport food over vast distances. This newfound connectivity allowed farmers to reach wider markets, and as a result, food became more accessible to the ever-growing urban populations. The story of farming had entered a new chapter, one driven by innovation and progress. You need to hear this if you're a farmer. Once upon a time, in the mid-20th century, a new chapter in agriculture began. This era was known as the Green Revolution. Farmers, who had long relied on traditional methods, suddenly found themselves at the dawn of a new age. High-yielding crop varieties emerged, promising bountiful harvests. Alongside these crops came the widespread use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, tools that would transform farming. In laboratories, scientists worked tirelessly, developing new varieties of wheat, rice, and corn. These new breeds were designed to yield more than ever before. They were also crafted to resist pests and diseases, ensuring healthier crops. The application of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides further amplified crop production. The Green Revolution led to an unprecedented increase in food production worldwide. It played a crucial role in preventing famines in many developing nations. Yet this revolution also brought with it concerns about the environmental toll of intensive farming practices. Am I the only one that didn't know how much technology has transformed farming? In the heart of the modern farm, technology takes root. This is the story of precision agriculture and data-driven decisions. Imagine a world where farming is guided by the invisible hand of technology. Here, precision agriculture comes to life, using sensors, GPS, and data analytics to transform fields into optimized production zones. Farmers now have the power to monitor soil conditions, water levels, and crop health with an accuracy never seen before. High above, drones equipped with cameras and sensors soar, surveying the land below. They deliver real-time data on crop health, painting a digital picture of the farm's vitality. With this knowledge, farmers can apply fertilizers and pesticides precisely where needed, reducing waste and protecting the environment. At the heart of this revolution is data analytics, the brain behind precision agriculture. Farmers harness software to decode the data from their fields, turning numbers into actionable insights. This empowers them to make informed decisions about irrigation, fertilization, and pest control, ensuring a bountiful harvest and a sustainable future. I'm sure you've heard the news. Climate change is reshaping our world, and agriculture is at the forefront of this battle. As technology advances, it brings new solutions to the table. Yet agriculture stands at a crossroads, grappling with significant hurdles. One of the most formidable adversaries is climate change, casting a shadow over our fields. Extreme weather events, from relentless droughts to devastating floods, threaten to wipe out entire harvests. The land itself is suffering, with soil degradation becoming a pressing concern. Intensive farming practices, while boosting short-term yields, often strip the soil of its vital nutrients. This relentless depletion reduces soil fertility, posing a threat to our long-term food security. But hope is not lost. Sustainable farming practices emerge as beacons of resilience, ready to tackle these challenges head-on. These practices aim to harmonize with nature, reducing environmental impact while securing our food supply. Take crop rotation, for instance. By alternating crops, farmers can rejuvenate the soil and enhance its health. No-till farming is another innovative approach, leaving crop residue on the soil to guard against erosion. And then there's integrated pest management, where natural predators like ladybugs help control pests, reducing the need for harmful pesticides. I bet you didn't know that the future of farming is happening right in the heart of our cities. Welcome to the future of food, vertical farming, and urban agriculture. As our cities swell with people, the challenge of feeding everyone grows ever more pressing. But human ingenuity knows no bounds. Enter innovative farming techniques designed to meet this demand head-on. Picture this: towering structures where crops flourish in vertically stacked layers, right in the heart of our cities. This is vertical farming, a method that maximizes space and ensures year-round production. With advanced lighting and controlled environments, these farms are revolutionizing how we grow our food. Meanwhile, urban agriculture transforms rooftops and vacant lots into lush gardens. By growing food close to where people live, we cut down on transportation and bring fresh produce to our doorsteps. Imagine harvesting fresh vegetables just a stone's throw from your home. These sustainable practices are not just feeding our cities, they're reshaping them, making urban living greener and more self-sufficient. This is going to blow your mind. Welcome to the final chapter of our journey, the enduring legacy, farming's past, present, and future. Imagine a time when the first seeds were sown by hand and the land was tilled with simple tools. From these humble beginnings, agriculture has evolved into a realm of technological marvels. It was the bedrock upon which great civilizations were built, nurturing communities and fostering growth. Today, farming remains a vital force, sustaining life and connecting us to the earth. As we look to the future, the challenges we face are immense. Yet with innovation and technology, we can rise to meet them. Sustainable methods must be at the forefront, ensuring we feed a growing population while preserving our planet. The future of farming will be a blend of cutting-edge technology, human ingenuity, and a profound respect for nature's balance. By embracing sustainable practices and fostering innovation, we can secure food for generations to come. If you enjoyed this journey through the evolution of farming, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, share with your friends, and subscribe for more fascinating stories on agriculture and its future. Thanks for watching!